RCS, Allison Genovese, or Colleen Frolitz. Go forward.
Thank you so much for inviting us to be part of this meeting. We definitely are thrilled to be part of Boston Public Schools and to provide the services for your children. Can everyone hear me? Great. So John Beer has provided us with a brief history of all of the hard work everyone in this room as a PAC group has done to advocate and push for the services that your children need. And we're just really thrilled to be a part of this initiative, and we'll work diligently to make sure that your children do receive the services that they need and make the progress that they all are so capable of making. So thanks for having us on board. Over the past few years, I have provided some trainings to this group, so I have definitely seen some familiar faces. We've provided trainings here on social skills, IEP development, and behavior management, so it's nice to see some of those faces again, and I look forward to meeting the rest of you. RCS stands for Realizing Children's Strengths, and that really encompasses sort of our philosophy. We do view each student as an individual and take time to get to know each individual to determine what their strengths are as well as some weaknesses so that we can develop individualized programming utilizing applied behavior analysis to ensure that students make the most progress possible. In regards to our company, we have been providing services, ABA services for children and families, as well as districts for over 14 years. We do also have an affiliate private special education school located in Natick. In regards to the services that we've been able to provide thus far this year in Boston Public Schools, as Seth noted, we are primarily in the North Zone as well as some of the East Zone schools. And we have also been really welcomed with warm arms here. The teachers have definitely sought us out to provide help, and we are happy to be able to do so. And we are really have already been able to be set up for a successful year, and that's been going very well. Currently, I think the structure of our services is very similar to what Dr. Vargas explained. We do use some different terms. So what our ABAs or behavior specialists are called, we call them our behavior therapists, and they are the ones who are in the classrooms directly providing the services that are indicated on your child's IEP. What we have worked on thus far has been the objectives that are currently written on each of your child's IEPs, and we are happy to say for each of the children within the zones that we're providing, all the services are up and going, data is being collected and being graphed, and as parents, it's important for you to have that information. So please know that you are able to request that information from your behavior therapist, and we are happy to provide you copies of that at any time. Our supervisors are our board-certified behavior analysts, and they're the ones who are going to be developing the programming that our behavior therapists implement. They've spent a lot of times in the school getting to know the students so that we can be able to write effective programs for your kids, and that's been going very well. We've found a lot of need in some of the classrooms that we've been going to, so our BCBAs have not only provided the services that are directly allotted on the IEP, but have also been working very closely with the classroom teachers, the paras, to give general trainings on applied behavior analysis. We've been able to help teachers set up their classrooms more effectively. So some of the issues, like you said, brought up with Seth about how can we provide these ABA services when there maybe is only one teacher and one para. A big part of that is some antecedent approaches, setting up classrooms, and we've been able to help teachers do that, and we've been really fortunate in the response from the teachers, taking our advice, implementing those things, and when we come back week to week, we've been able to see remarkable improvements, which has been really nice. Our teachers, our BCBAs have also been working to complete assessments, so a big part of what we are doing is to help those assessments be completed in a timely manner. So we have taken on some direct assessments that we're doing for your students, in which we are taking a look at current levels of functioning, and based on that, writing appropriate objectives and recommending services as well. In addition to our BCBAs, we do have a clinical team in which I am a member of, as well as Colleen. And the clinical team will come in. We meet with our board-certified behavior analysts on a regular basis. We review the data that's being collected, so we really believe firmly that our therapists are collecting this data, but we want to make sure something's being done with it, that we are analyzing it, that we are making decisions based on this data. We don't want students to just be working on things if they're not making progress. We need to figure out what's going on, and whether that is implementing additional programming, which we have had to do to work on some prerequisite skills to get the students up to where they need to be, or changing things around. We've been able to do that. So our clinical team works with our supervisors, looks at the program books and that data being collected, and it's just an additional person to make sure, sort of more heads is better than one, that we are making sure that we're doing something with the data, we're making changes, and that's been going really well as well. And overall, that's what we've been able to do thus far, and we're really looking forward to a great year and working with your students and getting to know everyone. Thanks so much for having us on board, and please find us with any questions you might have.